whole family in a boat. So I was told that we were going to go mullet jumping. I didn't know what this was. We knew that us kids and my siblings and I knew we got to go out in the boat at night. So that was pretty good. But we went out in the boat at night and we rode around in the waterways and we shined flashlights. So you go when there's no moon, you shine flashlights into the water. And there's bioluminescence in the water. So you see things moving around and you see the edges of the marsh, but just barely. This is all the shades of blue and shades of dark and shades of green, which is what you see in the painting. But then mullets see the light and they go after the bugs and they go after the light and they literally leap into the boat. And it sounds like I'm making this up, but they leap into the boat. They hit you in the side of the head. They are like bullets. They fill up the boat. They fill up the floor of it.
Oh my gosh.
And you laugh and you squeal and it's like a fairy tale or a Bible story. And you get back to the dock and you literally armloads of fish into coolers, and you get the right amount and you put back what you can't keep. And I all I could think of is I'm going to have fried fish and grits tomorrow for breakfast, which of course is the best breakfast ever. So this is from the Bible verse, consider the birds in Luke. And the idea is you see the birds, and you have this, and the birds have what they need. They have the shrimp, they have the good pink color, and you know that we're all going to be taken care of. The birds are taken care of, and we're taken care of too. So this could be a story that's shared. This is a story of, this is me, probably around age 11, and my dog Lizzie, who is a Brittany Spaniel, not a very big dog. And one day we were out together, not far from the house. We called the area where the buildings were on St. Catherine's, the compound. And there was a buck, and it was watching me. It was not watching Lizzie, my dog. And I noticed this. So I would tilt and I would take a step, but not enough to scare it, just enough to have it keep its eye. And it would tilt. You could tell it knew something else was going on. It would tilt its head and it would look. But then I would move and it would focus back on me till Lizzie got close enough to bite it on the hind leg. And me got close enough to catch it. So we tackled this deer in the marsh. And then I'm like concerned about its tiny little boo-boo on the back lip. So I don't want to leave it until it can be properly treated. So I wedged one knee into each hip of the deer, and I pulled off a sweatshirt and put it over its eyes because that seemed like a good idea to keep it calm. And it did. It calmed right down. And I proceeded to go, Daddy, at the top of my lungs until someone radioed my father and told him there's someone in the river screaming, Daddy. So my father goes, oh, Lord, where do you hear the sound? And he goes, okay, that's not in the river. And I know which child, I'll be there. And I run and I catch piglet number 1 and I toss it to my sister. Now, when my father tells this story, he says it spun like a football, but I think that might be embellished. So I toss it to my younger sister, who's 3 years younger than me. And then I ran and grabbed the next, and I pull it up and I tuck it under my arm, and my hand is up under its chin, and it bites clean through my thumb. Oh. So the first thing I do is cover this because I don't want to give the piglet a bad name, because I'm about to go Bali for this is a good Christmas present. Like we'll just pivot, go to Dad, and I'm like, can we keep it? Can we keep one of them? We're both of us like, can we keep the piglets? Can we keep the piglets? Which of course my father is like, no, you can't keep the piglets. The chair, like, put it down before its mom shows up. And then he notices there's a little bit of blood on my hand, and he goes, did that piglet bite you? And I'm like, that's really not the point. Can we keep it? But if those organizations aren't protecting the wild, beautiful native things, we can't have these experiences. Yeah. We can't even, there's a Bible verse I love, and it's in Romans, and I'm going to forget which one, but it says, it's basically, because of the wonders of creation, no man can have any excuse. We've all been introduced to our Maker. And I condensed that in a painting to nature is the first evangelist. So literally when we cover up nature with concrete and we cut it down, we are silencing that voice.